Hello students, I'm Shazli and I welcome you all to the session on English language. Today I have come here to take a session on grammar practice question, basically targeting for MHCET students and other OLED examinations too. Well students, you must be aware of the fact that grammar is of prime importance and it's not only about practice set. I will be brushing up your skills for grammar. I will be making you people aware of certain rules as well. So I hope you all are up for it. Students, the first question is on screen. Kindly solve the question. You're supposed to identify the erroneous part in the given sentence. Uh, I'm expecting you all to, like answer in the chat box so that I can keep pace with the students. I should not be faster enough. You can drop a comment if I'm getting faster, and if I'm slow, then also you can drop a comment in the comment section. Question number one on screen. Okay, I hope you must have identified the erroneous part. Since for is given, so here it is present perfect continuous tense. Since for is given there. So whenever we have words like for and since, so the rule says for present perfect continuous tense, has been for singular, have been for plural, plus verb in ing form. Erroneous part is A. You have been learning English. Instead of you are learning English, because we are talking about that something started 1 year ago. So it's depicting complete period of time. So where to use since and where to use for? Since is used for particular point of time. And for is used for particular period of time. Okay. Now once again, it has to be, since for is given for the last 1 year complete period of time. So we should use you have been learning English for the last 1 year. Question number two. I'm giving you 30 seconds to solve this. All right. My friend, being unwilling to attend the court at an early hour of the morning, sent a letter explaining why could he not. See, the letter is explaining. All right, the letter is not asking a question. Had it been asking, then we could have used. Since it's explaining, so why could he not, which is a direct question statement, it should be why he could not. So the erroneous part is D. Why he could not instead of could he not, because that's not the question. So why he could not obey? I hope I have made it clear to you, students. Normally, in question, we use helping verb just after, or modal auxiliary verbs just after the question word. Now, what are the question words? When, what, who, whose, where, how. These are the question. Why? So these are the question words. So after that, when we are asking a question, we use helping verb or auxiliary verb. Okay. Now, next question on screen. All right. Such a life as this is far conducive to humor, far conducive to health than that of. अब यहाँ पे देखिए than is given. So for correct comparison, it has to be more conducive. Whenever we use comparison, we use the word like more. All right. So more conducive to human health than that of. All right. So than is there. You already are aware of the fact that that's a comparative sentence. So it's more conducive. So the erroneous part was B. Question number 4. Okay. Neither Prannoy nor his wife. So whenever we have a correlative conjunction like neither, which goes in combination with nor, or whenever we have either in combination with or, we always consider nor and or. So after nor and or, whenever we have any subject, verb will agree with this. VA is verb agreement. Okay. So students, let's continue again. Subject, verb, agreement. So after nor, what is the subject? His wife, which is in singular form. So it has to be was. This is the main subject for the verb. Okay. So B is erroneous part here. We always consider nor and or for subject and verb agreement, and whatever comes after nor and or. Okay, we always The verb has to be agreed with that specific subject. Come on, students, hurry up. Students, can I expect you all to write down in the chat box if it's fast, if I'm getting faster enough? Could you please send in the comment section if the flow is perfect? All right. After the Civil War, Harriet Tubman herself, an escaped slave, continued her efforts on behalf of the former slaves, helping to educate freedmen, supporting children, and she was assisting impoverished. अब देखिए यहाँ पे gerund है, comma के बाद again gerund is there. So after comma, it has to be again gerund. So the error is around parallelism. All right. यहाँ पे when it is infinitive, comma, infinitive, comma, infinitive. If it's gerund, comma, gerund, comma, gerund. तो आपको सीक्वेंस मेंटेन करना पड़ती है. All right. Helping, supporting and यहाँ पे देखिए मैंने शायद गलत कर दिया है. It has to be and तो होना चाहिए. She was को आप omit कर सकते हैं and assisting impoverished. Am I making sense to you, students? Okay. Now there are many reasons why. Reason के बाद हमेशा why आता है. The reason why. The reason why I did not tell you the name is, all right. So whenever we say the word like reason, it should always be followed by why rather than that. The reason that नहीं होगा. The reason why. So B was erroneous part. No sooner the advertisement appeared, erroneous part is A. आप देख सकते हैं students? No sooner should be followed by either did or had. Then यहाँ पे इसके बाद आता है आपका dan. ओके अब देखिए यहाँ पे नो सूनर डिड. अगर डिड होता तो इसके साथ वर्ब का फर्स्ट फॉर्म आता. हैड है तो वर्ब के साथ थर्ड फॉर्म आता है. सो यहाँ पे appeared is in third form. Okay, no sooner had the advertisement appeared. That is the correct structure of the sentence. No sooner did, no sooner had. Am I making sense to you, students? So it has to be no sooner had the advertisement appeared. It even can be no sooner did the advertisement appear. Okay, appear first form में होता है, had it been, did. Ritik, a good score should be around 130, 120 to 130. I'm expecting you all to answer this question in the chat box. Now, in this particular question, D is erroneous. Instead of with, it has to be in. It is prepositional error. If anything ends in smoke, that means it ends in nothing. I tried to bake a cake, but it ended in smoke. That means all my efforts went futile. So anything if ends in smoke, then it ends in nothing. All right. अब देखिए, as I have ever seen, before और since. Before के साथ had आता है. All right, so it has to be as I have ever seen since. Because it's I have. All right, so with have, it has to be since. With before we use had. So the erroneous part was D. Hi Nishu, good evening. Students seem to be faster. Okay. See students, it's a conditional sentence. Allow me to give you the background to conditionals. Conditional sentences में there are two parts. One is if clause, the other one is result clause. When a sentence, if sentence, conditional sentence is broken into two parts, we get fragmented sentences or clauses. All right. So one word here, it is if clause, the other one is result clause. One is zero condition. Zero condition में दोनों तरफ verb का first form आता है. Then we have got first condition. If के साथ verb का first form. This is a present or realistic condition. It will result in will plus verb के साथ first form. Then second condition, which is hypothetical. If plus verb second form. This is hypothetical condition. It has got nothing to do with the realistic situation. Hypothetical condition. If plus verb second form will result in would plus verb ka first form. And at last we have third condition. If plus had plus verb ka third form, which is past condition, will result in would have plus verb ka third form. Am I making sense to you, students? You can click the screenshot of this particular slide. This is important. तो ये hypothetical condition वाला sentence था. अब देखिए दोनों तरफ would have तो नहीं हो सकता था. Result में would have आएगा if के साथ had plus verb third form. So if only we had concentrated होना चाहिए था. We had concentrated. So the erroneous part was D in this particular sentence. After if we had concentrated, so I'll give some example for all these four conditions. The more you study, the more you score. That is zero condition. Study, score. All right. Second condition, which is present. If you attend my classes, you will score great in your examination. If you attend my classes. Present condition, if attend my classes, you will score great. If you attended my classes, यदि आप मेरी क्लास अटेंड करते तो आप अच्छा स्कोर करते. You would score great in the examination. If you had attended my classes, you would have scored great in the examination. Now, question number 12. All right, Nishu, glad to know that you have joined the classes, and I hope you are having a decent learning from me. All right. So students, here C is erroneous. There is an error of structure. 2 plus adjective plus article plus noun. So accordingly, to, high, and opinion is the correct structure. Structural error, I would say. This sentence had structural error. Come on, students. He copied the letter word for word. ये स्ट्रक्चरल भी एरर भी होता है एंड prepositional एरर भी कह सकते हैं because there are certain fixed preposition in certain structures जैसे good at, bad at, listen to. Accordingly यहाँ पे होना चाहिए था आपका word for word. So B was erroneous here. अब देखिए मोर लिबरल कंपैरिजन है तो यहां पे क्या आना चाहिए था इंस्टेड ऑफ बट यहां पे आना चाहिए था दैन ही इज मोर लिबरल दैन नॉट एज कॉम्पिटेंट एज ये आपका एडिशनल फ्रेज है ऑलराइट तो यहां पे आप देख सकते हैं दैन के बाद देन हिज एल्डर ब्रदर मोर लिबरल दैन hurry up students. Okay. Erroneous part is A, the boy in grey hair. Instead of that, it has to be the boy with grey hair. That is the correct structure. Prepositional error. यहाँ mistake हो गई थी बच्चा typo error. Reading new. It has to be new books. Okay. Now try to identify the error in the given sentence. Please write down the question number as well, students. You're simply writing A, B, C, D. I don't understand which question are you talking about. All right. Opportunities of meeting helpful people, comma, reading, verb in ing form, new books, and it has to be obtaining, gerund, gerund, gerund. So the error is around parallelism. We're supposed to follow parallel structure and obtaining information about a variety of public careers. Meeting, reading, and obtaining. Come on, students. It's actually they had been vindicated. Both of them had been. The sentence should be in passive voice. Had been vindicated. The sentence is supposed to be in passive voice. Mr. Churchill must be the first person to rejoice that both sir, somebody is informing about somebody else. All right? So vindicate basically is acquitted, absolved, exonerated. All right? मतलब बाइज्जत बरी कर दिया उन्हें. Absolved, acquitted, vindicated, exonerated. So they both must have been vindicated by other authority. The next question on screen. Hi, Mr. Gamer. Hello. Okay. अब सीधा सीधा रूल क्या है यहाँ पे नॉट ओनली कोरिलेटिव कंजंक्शन नॉट ओनली के बाद अगर नाउन है तो बट ऑल्सो के बाद भी नाउन होना चाहिए इफ आफ्टर नॉट ओनली इट्स noun then noun verb then verb adjective then adjective तो यहाँ पे इन्वॉल्व लिखा है नॉट ओनली के बाद विच इज वर्ब अगर हम इन्वॉल्व को दो बार लिखेंगे तो दैट वुड हैव बीन एरोनियस इन्वॉल्व को अगर हम दो बार लिखते हैं ही वॉज नॉट ओनली इन्वॉल्व इन हर किडनैपिंग बट ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व इन हर मर्डर repetition itself is a crime in any examination grammatical error तो यहाँ पे involved को आप चाहो तो पहले कर दो he was यहाँ आना चाहिए था involved not only in her kidnapping but also in her murder the structure could have been the same so इसको कौन सा error कह सकते हैं modifier involve word का placement गलत था hurry up students Isn't it very odd to read that he only died? वो तो सिर्फ मरा ही था ज्यादा कुछ बड़ा नहीं हुआ जस्ट मरा था ऑल राइट तो प्लेसमेंट इज रॉन्ग मॉडिफायर का एरर है करेक्ट शुड बी he died only a week ago so only का प्लेसमेंट died के बाद आना था erroneous part is A he died only a week ago come on students यहाँ पे besides is wrong. Nobody except you. तो nobody except or but you. Besides is wrongly used. I agree that nobody आपके अलावा कोई इतना pain बर्दाश्त नहीं कर पाता. So nobody but you could have borne so much pain. Come on, students. Okay. Besides, इसमें besides की spelling होना चाहिए थी besides. In addition to something. So besides Madan and Daman, there were 5 more boys in addition to Madan and Daman. Beside का मतलब होता है by the side. So यहाँ पे beside नहीं होगा बल्कि s आना चाहिए था in addition to something besides. The next question on screen. Hurry up. Very nice. Neelam, I'm happy that you're writing the question number as well. Good. Okay. Subsisted on grass होता है, survival on grass. तो subsisted on grass. Prepositional error था student. In this question, we identified prepositional error. Subsisted on grass, survival on grass. All right. Anita was unhappy about the results of the discussion she had. यहाँ पे देखिए was था, तो instead of has, had होना चाहिए था. Erroneous part is D. All right. Tense mismatch. It was in past tense, so it has to be in past tense, in continuation. So she had with Rajni. 24 on screen. So students, there are some correlative conjunctions like hardly, scarcely, and barely, जिनका एक कॉम्बिनेशन में आपका when आना चाहिए. Okay, but here in option C it is given than. Instead of when it is given than. तो than की जगह आपको when करना है. All right, erroneous part was C. Come on students. अच्छा, यहाँ पे एक टाइपो एरर भी है. नो सूनर था बच्चा यहाँ पे. दिस वॉज टाइपो एरर. Typographical error. It has to be no sooner. Baki, you can identify the error now. I corrected that. Now you can identify the error. Hurry up, students. The escape of David to France was successfully arranged, but no sooner. We already know the combination. No sooner के साथ than आता है और यहाँ पे had और did में से कुछ एक आता है. ठीक है, तो no sooner was this done. Wrong. It has to be had this been done. All right. No sooner had this been done. Okay. No sooner had this been done. Third part, option C is erroneous. Come on, students, hurry up. Okay. Not only के साथ but also आता है. And also नहीं आता. Wrong correlative conjunction. Erroneous part is D. Not only, instead of and also, it has to be but also. Question number 27. The sentence is lengthy, but error बहुत छोटा सा है. So instead of understanding the entire sentence, try to identify the grammatical error. Okay. So instead of among, because there are two groups, it has to be between. We use among with more than two. All right. So यहाँ पे आना चाहिए था those who support and those who feel. So only there are two groups of people. Those who oppose the use of pesticides and those who feel that pesticides are necessary to save the trees. Am I making sense to you, students? There are only two groups of people. So between. Hurry up, students. He made. Made आपका past tense में है. So his condition was very serious instead of is. Mispatching of tense. All right. Made is already in the past tense. So instead of is, which is in present tense, it has to be past tense was. All right. Erroneous part is D. To के साथ हमेशा verb का first form आता है. तो to pass time does. To pass होना चाहिए. To pass. Question number 30th on screen. All right, again, it's a prepositional error. He never turned away. यहाँ पे आना चाहिए था turn down instead of away. जब आप किसी के ऑफर या रिक्वेस्ट को डिक्लाइन करते हो तो आप लिखते हो टर्न डाउन. All right, but he never turned down anyone who needed help. So those people must be requesting. You're turning down their request. Okay, turn away का मतलब हो जाए दूर जाओ. तो रिक्वेस्ट को थोड़ी ना अपन दूर जाने का बोल सकते हैं. We simply decline them, turn down. Again, prepositional error. ये error था बच्चा. I'm so sorry. Mistakenly मैंने यहाँ पे. After this correction, there is one more error you can identify. Come on, students. Okay, your scissors में s आएगा because it's plural. Scissors always work in pair. एक scissor से काम नहीं चलता. We need a pair. All right, so your scissors are. Erroneous part was A. All right. Erroneous part is B because author is talking about contemporary of आना चाहिए students. Contemporary of Akbar. He was contemporary of. Is well established. There is no error, bacha. Come on. Now, C is erroneous, originated in the east. Whenever we talk about direction in the east, the sun rises in the east. Originated in the east, not from. We are not telling the source. We're talking about the direction. Come on, students. The solution does not hint at. You hint at something. So it is required here. This is a fixed preposition. Hint at. So that ways erroneous part is B. Swati, please write down the question number. Ashutosh, you seem to enjoy my classes as you're requesting Parajumble's class once again. Have you enjoyed? Or everything got jumbled up? Okay, since we are talking about most of the countries, It should be in plural for most of the countries. Because of the word most, B was erroneous. I'll surely take the class in the upcoming week, Asutosh. Come on, students, hurry up. Okay. अब यहाँ पे कंपैरिजन ह्यूमन का ह्यूमन के साथ हो सकता था. लाइक एंड अनलाइक वर्ड, अगर आप वियतनामीज रिटर्नीज की बात कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे वर्ल्ड वॉर के साथ थोड़ी ना करोगे. लाइकनेस, सिमिलैरिटीज. Unlike the soldiers in the Second World War. Unlike the soldiers in the Second World War. ठीक है? This part was missing because of wrong comparison. We have identified an error accordingly. Unlike the soldiers in Second World War, because we are comparing soldiers with Vietnamese returnees. Human can be compared with human. The next question on screen. Come on, students. My sermons on the meaning of manna in the wilderness can be adopted to. Sorry, not adopt, adapted. Adaptation. Adapted to. Almost as any occasion. Adapt to. So this is a fixed preposition. We always use adapt to. But with adopt from. Adapt to, adopt from. I hope I'm making sense to you, students. All right. Amounts, Definitely is wrong. It has to be in singular form, complete amount, single unit. So unprecedented amount of radiation. Hence, C was erroneous. Come on, students. Troy was taken by the Greeks. Article the is required because we are specifically talking about the Greek people. We're not talking about any other people, only the Greek people. So definite article the is required there. The next question on screen. Well, this sentence has no error at all. One, oneself. All right, students, so we are done with 40 questions today, and I hope you had a decent learning around the topic. If you have got any doubt, you can ask in the chat box. I'll clear it then and there. Otherwise, I'll end the session now. I'm just giving you 30 seconds to ask any question. If you have got any question around grammar, around anything, you can always ask me. No doubt. I'm still waiting, students. All right. So, students, I hope you had fruitful learning. A few concepts of yours must have gotten cleared in today's session, grammatical concepts. That's all for today. Thank you so much, and all the very best for your examination.